Here's our risk transfer tip of the week: workers' compensation. Why do you need it? What's it for? Well, we've talked about liability for third parties and when that comes into play when you hurt other people's stuff or them. But what about your employees? What about when they get hurt? Well, that's workers' compensation. It covers employee injuries, both medical cost and what they call indemnity or lost wages. And so in most states, actually 49 of the 50 states in America, it's required. Texas is the lone holdout, and it's not required in Texas legally. But no matter where you are in the country, even Texas, you are still liable as an employer for your employees' injuries. And you will be found negligent typically in the case of an employee injury, and you have liability exposure. So carry workers' comp. It is the sole remedy, they call it, where a judge will sit there and he won't entertain the case. He will say, employer had comp, you can't sue him. And that's the number one reason to carry comp. There's no limit with comp. So if in a case of a serious injury, they will pay that person no matter what it takes to get back to work or in their lost wages. There is a small liability component on a comp policy. You may see a limit in there, and you will often. It's called employer's liability. And you're like, well, you just told me we're not liable if we carry comp. Well, in the case of a serious injury, then you could be held liable. And close family members could sue in the case of a death for negligence, loss of companionship, loss of future earnings, loss of consortium, and there's a limit for that. And so you're protected, but there is a limit for that. So anyway, go out there. We'll talk more about safety programs later and how to really keep employees safe to prevent claims and what the impact is. But be safe, take care of your employees, and be successful.